What's good, people? We're back with another video. Hey, today we'll be watching a little video called "What If the Sun Exploded Tomorrow." I just want to give a quick shout out to this channel. What If? I really like their content, and I really just want to react to their content now because again, I find it interesting. And I like their content, so y'all join me in this deep dive into this rabbit hole of what if poorly constructed statement sentence. Let's press play. What is this guy doing? What are you doing? Ah.
This is What If. And here's what would happen if the sun exploded tomorrow.
Ooh.
That star at the center of our solar system, that super hot ball of plasma that gives us heat and energy, and amazing complexions. Well, it's a
fucking
ticking
cunt.
time bomb. The sun is about 10 billion years old, but it's only expected to last about another 5 billion years. After that,
That would be good.
the sun will expand, becoming a red giant.
I
Then
want to see that
it
though.
will shrink to become a white dwarf, a dying star, cooling for the next several billion years. Of course, we'll all be long gone before any of that happens, but still, can you imagine what it would be like to watch the sun blow up before your very eyes?
Exactly.
With a name like
Like, what the fuck would that look like? What would that sound like? What would that feel? Obviously, it feel like you're dying. It's hot as fuck. You can't escape it. But it's like, yo, those moments before.
Well, you'd think that a solar explosion would be the most magnificent fireworks show the world has ever
Not
seen.
fireworks.
But in reality, you likely wouldn't see anything.
Ah, you just
The
ruined my
sun
whole
is
fucking daydream.
150
Fuck
million
you.
kilometers away from Earth. And it takes 8 minutes for light from the sun to reach us. And while that may seem super far away, in supernova terms, we don't stand a chance. For Earth to be completely safe from a supernova, we'd need to be at least 50 to 100 light years away. But the good news is that if the sun were to explode tomorrow, the resulting shockwave wouldn't be strong enough to destroy the whole Earth. Only the side facing the sun would boil away instantly.
Shit.
The lucky other half would experience a rise in temperature that would be 15 times hotter than the sun's current surface temperature,
Jeez.
and permanent darkness. And without the sun's mass keeping us in orbit, Earth would likely start floating off into space,
Oh,
while
and
its
then we
remaining
die.
inhabitants desperately struggle to stay alive. There is a chance that our planet could lock into orbit around another star that might provide the same light and heat as our sun. But by the time that happened, we'd all be long gone.
Okay,
If we knew in advance the day that the sun would explode, then we could buy ourselves as many as 1,000 years of time, provided we had the resources to sustain ourselves for that long. And we could. Just a few meters below the ground you walk on, the Earth is maintaining a temperature of about 17 degrees. So if we had enough time to prepare, civilization could continue to live by moving underground into a huge network of fortified bunkers.
that'd be kind of cool.
Within a week
Come
after
like
the
red
explosion,
people.
the surface temperature on Earth would drop to minus 18 degrees. Within a year, temperatures would plummet to about minus 73 degrees. At this point, the oceans would begin to freeze from the top down. Within 1,000 years, Earth's atmosphere would freeze and collapse, leaving anything left on the surface exposed to cosmic radiation and meteor impacts. Hopefully, by that point, we'd have found ourselves a new home.
Hopefully. Or we
The
just
good
be
news is
rummaging.
that if the sun were to
underground.
explode, and it will eventually happen, it wouldn't happen overnight. When the sun does die, it will be a long, slow, arduous process taking place over billions of years. The sun will get hotter and brighter, and it will start to expand. During this process, it will lose its outer layers to the cosmos, leading to the creation of other stars and planets, in the same way that the violent burst of the Big Bang created Earth. Who knows? Maybe new life could form. Can you imagine another Earth? A new humanoid species? It's hard to predict how our galaxy might look billions of years from now, and it's especially hard to imagine our solar system without the great golden anchor that keeps us all together. But one day, in the very, very distant future, the sun will expand, and then it will shrink, maybe leaving room for a new star to take its place. And if by some miracle humanity still exists at that point, where might we be living? Can you imagine your descendants being born on a space station?
Oh.
Well, that's a story for another What If.
You know what? Fuck it. That's gonna be the next reaction video. But yeah, that was interesting. If we knew that the sun was about to explode, okay, in 5 billion years, firstly, shout out me and you, we'll be fine. So appreciate what's this for being born so early. But those people that are gonna be born 5 billion years, I feel like 5 billion years we're not gonna be on this planet to begin with. Or by that time we will have space travel and it'll be a thing of okay, everybody let's evacuate Earth, let's evacuate the Milky Way. Actually, let's evacuate this galaxy because some shit's about to go down over there. So yeah, but that actually brings up like a really interesting point. Like now, what does the human race look like? How do we, evolve and develop and grow? Because again, what would be the favorable characteristics that you would need? Because again, Darwinism, favorable characteristics survive, unfavorable don't. What would that look like? And then what would come out of that? For us as people, like what would it look like? How would we move, speak, think, talk? Because even now being in anyway, thank you for watching. I don't know why I said it like that. Yeah. Yeah.